Here we are on Frost with our player in the Northeast, spawning as the Purple Zerg player from Team Samsung Galaxy Con. It is Solar. And his opponent in the Southwest position, spawning as the Red Protoss player, coming in from Team Millennium. It is BabyKnight. So, last game, BabyKnight's third base, he tried to get that third really fast. And if you go for a Stargate opening, with a fast third and a late robo versus someone who just Roach Hydra maxes out on 3 bases, you're going to have a bad time. I don't really know what else to say. Mostly because it's at least about that game. But BabyKnight with a very fast probe scout. I don't know BabyKnight as a cannon rusher, but my assumption is that he feels like he needs to cannon rush on this map. Or at least he needs to cannon rush. So, there's the Forge. And the second probe scout is going out as well. And he'll find his opponent is cross spawns. And he'll also find that Solar is going to go hatchery first. So, this could actually do a lot. When in doubt, bring the cannons out. And he certainly will within the next few moments. Forge is just about complete. I'm waiting to see the pylons. Oh, look at him. He's just shuffling around town. And the drone's going to come scout. Solar wants to know what's up. He sees it. The probe's like, aw, snap. Aw, snap. One pylon. Nope, nope. You need to get inside to make this one work. There we go. Cannon on the way. Cannon on the way. Cannon on the way. So, I wonder how much BabyKnight's practiced this specific cannon rush. Pretty hefty investment. 3 pylons and a cannon. Okay, yeah, I guess canceling this now that the cannon can't really be killed is probably not that bad. Pylon blocks the third base. So BabyKnight is just doing all those Protoss things. And Solar's going to take this base over here. Please, dear God, cannon rush this base. Oh, he built a Nexus. That's really upsetting. Oh my God, he's gonna cannon rush him after building a Nexus. Oh my goodness, it's like a dream come true. Oh my God. So, what is Solar gonna do? He's building 6 Zerglings. My guess is he's just going to try to save this base from a cannon. But that shouldn't be too hard to do. The Zergling should get surface area with no trouble, unless he built a bunch of pylons around it. He doesn't have the money to. Oh well. Well, that was a weird opening for this game. So, Gateway's just now starting. Nexus is about 20-30 seconds away. So, let's see here. Zergling's getting to work on this pylon. The drones are coming down as well to start mining off this base. This has been a weird opening to this game, no doubt. No doubt, ladies and gentlemen. I wouldn't try to argue otherwise. One thing that's kind of nice is I guess the drone just has to walk so much distance to be able to mine. And these Zerglings want to attack, but the gateway's done. He's got a probe blocking. He already has a cannon. And this is just a weird place for this game. BabyKnight can do almost anything behind this. And Solar can somewhat similar also do anything. But he's going to probably want to get roaches at some point to clear up the cannon. I guess a lot of Zerglings might be able to take it because it's not actually walled in. But it's still really weird. I don't know. I don't cannon rush terribly often. It's a complete lie. Cannon rush all the time. I don't play Protoss that often. But +1 attack is on the way for BabyKnight. So you could try to go for an attack follow-up of some variety. The thing with this situation right now is that every possible timing that exists in this matchup no longer exists. So that's the weird thing. And it looks like BabyKnight's trying to step out of his base. He doesn't have any gateways in production, so this might be some sort of weird feign build. Twilight Council. My only assumption with the Twilight Council at this point is maybe +2 Blink Stalker. I mean, that outside base is quite vulnerable, I suppose. The Roach Warren is on the way. It's just weird to see it like this. No plus, that +1 attack's not done yet, so this Zealot, he's having some struggles. Time warps to just save and kill against these Zerglings. Isn't too bad, I guess. These two Stalkers just trying to micro their hearts out. There are a lot of Lings here for Solar. And he's just booking it. It's kind of funny to watch, really. So Zerglings are sitting in the third base. Attacking that Overlord. And here's this cannon. Good micro from Solar to not lose anything to the cannon. Picks off the Overlord. And a lot of gateways for BabyKnight. A lot of them. So it looks like we're going to see potentially a +2 Blink, maybe with Immortals as well. From BabyKnight. Not a bad build. Some people do this a reasonable amount. I think I've seen, I don't know, I feel like this was really popular a couple months back. At least over the summer, I remember seeing a lot of this in SC2L type things. But he might actually not even build Immortals, so he doesn't have anything queued up on the Robo. Does have the Observer. It's always nice to have Observers. So this could just be straight up Blink Stalkers. He does have one pylon for reinforcements, which is nice. The pylon's weirdly positioned in that it's like it's isolated, right? You can't really reinforce with it. He can flank with it. He's got his probe huddled onto here, though, for an eventual proxy. More Stalkers on the way. Continue to chrono boost that +2 and that Blink. So the Roaches and Zerglings heading towards the left side. He's going to try to get maybe a surround on this army? I don't know. This could get weird. Tries to move with the Zerglings on the left side. Zealot's trying to attack against these drones. The Queen is very low in health, but the Zerglings will get back in time to defend against it. Pretty nice. Still alive, though. A lot of these Stalkers on the left side getting caught. Blink is so close to finishing. The Spire is done. 14 Mutalisks on the way, which is really weird to see with Mass Blink Stalker being his strategy that 14 Mutas are actually coming out. It's actually, I don't know how I feel about this. But he does have the 4 bases of gas, which is probably the best thing about it. He can make so many. I feel like his whole army at once could probably overwhelm this, even though there are so many Stalkers. So let's see. Picks off the Queen, the Zerglings, and the Mutalisks. Everything's just kind of waiting on top of this ramp. Blinks under the Mutas. Gets one of them. Here come the Zerglings. Oh, he's going to try to hit from both sides. Might be able to force a recall. Great force fields, actually, though, from BabyKnight. Keep the Zerglings away. The Mutalisks numbers are starting to dwindle a little bit. But once those force fields are gone, these Zerglings and Roaches are going to make life a living hell. But not before all of the Mutalisks, save 3, are killed. Still producing Mutalisks and Zerglings, though. He's trying to overwhelm this with sheer numbers. BabyKnight's doing what he can, but it's important to keep in mind that despite shutting down mining at this top base, there's still 3 others. So Solar still has quite an economy, and I think he can continue to produce lots of Zerglings, lots of Mutas without much trouble. Building the Zealots is very smart. These Zealots just need to keep these Zerglings away from the Stalkers whenever he actually comes up. But that's going to make life difficult for him. Observer watching over him. Here he comes. The Stalkers blink behind the Zealots to let those Zerglings get chewed apart by them. The Mutalisk is doing everything that they can, but there's just so much here for Solar. Despite having what seemed to be a pretty reasonable setup versus this, there's just too much from the Zerg player. Solar getting us surrounding these Stalkers in the center of the field. He's continuing to chase them, and this is a really rough spot to be in. Picks off the pylon. There's still no third base for BabyKnight. That is the real stinger. He's got 8 gateways and no main base. The Zerglings get no vindication. Do get a Stalker or 2, though. And these Zealots are attacking this hatchery. Solar leaves 1 Mutalisk to kill them. But now he moves into the natural. And there's pretty much nothing here to really defend against this. You got the cannon and these Stalkers up in a choke point. Now the Zerglings are starting to spill inside. And this is where it gets ugly. He's in the mineral line. The Mutalisk shots, of course, the Zerglings, everything. As soon as everything dies, the workers will immediately die. And that will be it. GG, BabyKnight is done. And Solar moves on. So Solar and Curious, your 2 Zerg players advancing from Group A to the top 4 here at the Millennium Numerical Cup.